Hello guys, it's Mika and I'm back with another video. Today I wanted to come on here and I wanted to talk about the live that I just saw that Jerrod did. And I'm in utter shock. I mean, I can't say I'm in shock because honestly I think everybody that has been keeping up with Liv's life kind of figured at some point that Jerrod was gonna get tired of sitting on his yoga mat, get tired of hushing his mouth and not saying anything at all, and not, at least giving us some sort of behind the scenes of his own side of the story. Do you see what I'm saying? And so I guess I'm just surprised that it just happened today. But I think we all knew that it was coming eventually because after so long, somebody always throwing dirt on your name, always talking down on you, always got something. Every time they say something about you is negative, you know, just making it seem like you're just not, like you're just, like you just don't have a meaning. You know what I'm saying, on the earth? Like you don't have no type of meaning to be a human being. You know what I'm saying? Like talk about you just so bad and down you all the time. I mean, I think anybody will get to the point where they just like come on and just say fuck it. I'm finna really just give you my side and I'm finna just speak some facts. You know what I'm saying? Um. So Jerrod went live today, and as I said, it was really like surprising to me. And he just started to go. He just went off. He just went off. He was on 10 already when he got on there. I mean, he was so mad. Or I don't even know if he was mad. He was just, I'm going to say, I think that he was very eager to get out his feelings. That's why he couldn't even sit still. Like he was just moving back and forth, pacing back and forth, moving the phone. Like because he was just so ready. This is built up so for so long that he just wanted to get it out. You know what I'm saying? And he just wanted to be able to think of the right words to say, not say too much, but say enough. And you know what I'm saying? Make himself feel better at the moment. And it's completely understandable. We are all human beings. You know what I'm saying? And our feelings do get hurt, and then we don't like to be lied on, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I can't say for sure that I know that Liv is lying, but honestly, everybody have their own opinion and everybody can choose to believe what they believe, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to say that there's some things that may be not the truth and some things that I feel are the truth. Like I feel for sure that Liv is still upset that Jerrod has moved on and is upset. He said this even out his mouth, and I said this before. She's mad because all this time that man had been chasing her back and forth between states, Florida and Texas. And he even said it. He was like, he got a job in Texas, and she would move back to Florida. And then he got a job in Florida, she would move back to Texas, and then he'd keep on following her and losing the opportunities that he had for himself. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I feel like that's just very toxic and controlling. And he was just basically airing out. He was just airing it all out. He was like, talking about the GED thing. A lot of people were saying that they felt like it was fake anyways because the way the diploma looked at it and stuff like that. But he confirmed, and I believe it because look, Gerard is in the inside of all this. Like he was more inside than anybody. Like he was her boyfriend, you know what I'm saying? So he knows more than anybody knows. Like he was her boyfriend for a long time. So like Lorenzo, yeah, he came and he talked about, Olivia, but he only talked about her off of what he knew for the first however long he been around her. But we all know Gerard been with her for 8 years. He been with her since the beginning of YouTube, that she started YouTube. So we know that he knows a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But see, this whole entire time, Liv had been talking down on this man's name. She just was like, oh, well, he ain't going to say nothing anyway, so I can just talk about him. So she thought she was going to keep being able to talk down on his name and just keep on doing it the way she was doing it when they was together. But it didn't got to this point, and then he even said it too that he's seeing a counselor. So I think he probably seeing a therapist, which I feel like is very needed, regardless of the situation. If you get out of a toxic, you know what I'm saying? Like the situation was not good, and it's still not good, especially when you're in a relationship with a person that's a social media influencer and they live, sleep, breathe social media. You know what I'm saying? And they keep using your name for clout and clickbait. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, he needs to be in a therapist. He needs to be seeing a therapist. But I feel like, he just felt like it was his time, so he can just come on there and just feel how he wanted to feel. You know what I'm saying, and get it out. And the girlfriend was in the back trying to be supportive, and that's all good. And so he was talking about the GED thing. He was saying how she didn't even really get her GED. That's not shocking. That she got it off of Amazon, and he even said that, where did you graduate from? Instagram, you know what I'm saying? And I found, see, we gotta really think about it though. If I feel like the reason why anybody can get a GED, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to get a GED, or it's easy to get your high school diploma if you're really trying. If you can sit still and you can really do it like that, you know what I'm saying? But we gotta look at Liv and her priorities. You know what I'm saying? Her priorities are not to do that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? She wants to have a nigga. She wants to post pictures, post video. That's her priority. Her priority is not coming up and, you know what I'm saying, elevating herself in that way. Do you see what I'm saying? So like, it's really not surprising that this girl went and sat there and took her time and actually been on the computer or wherever she went to get her GED. It's not surprising, because it's like you can tell by her, just by looking, talking to her, like sitting in her live for a couple of minutes, that this girl priorities is not about getting a higher education. Like, it's not, bro. But anyways, moving on. Then he was talking about, what else? He was saying a lot of stuff. He was talking about how she was dealing with this Mexican dude, and she was tucking on his, and that she caught thrax. I didn't even know you can get thrax. Like, I didn't even know you can catch thrax through doing that. Like, girl, it was just too much for me. Like, for real. But he said that she caught thrax in her throat because she was messing around with this Mexican. Or I don't want to say because she was messing around with a Mexican, because I don't know how that, maybe he just said it like that, but she was messing around with some guy, and she caught some type of, I guess, sexually transmitted disease. And that's crazy. But it's not shocking, because then again, it's like everything that Jerrod was saying, it really is not hard to believe, because, girl, what we seeing you do, it's like you really, it's just like it all lines up. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like we've been seeing you having hoish tendencies, and doing a lot of things that, be like, dang, dang, dang. So then we got Jerrod over here, filling in the blanks, and then it's like, girl, it's not too hard to believe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you were, these people, we seen lives where you got into it with Jerrod, and you was into it with him because she was messing around with some dude, like, because you was messing around, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, we seen, like, it's just not too hard to not believe, you know what I'm saying? Even, let me see what else was talked about. He was talking about how the fact that she didn't clean, she didn't cook, that he would go to work for long hours and come back, and he had to clean and still cook, and then take the kids out to go play and stuff like that, and still, you know what I'm saying, to do everything. And all she did was sit up on the couch and smoke cigarettes all day and look at reactors, and, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out, and it's like, girl, even that, it doesn't seem far from the truth, because every time you look around, a reactor is doing a video about you. This is with all the moms though, but I'm just saying, it's just like, it's not hard to believe, because every time you look around, a reactor is doing a video, right? And then next thing you know, y'all titles are going off of what the reactors were talking about on the video. So it's just like, it's not hard to believe. He said that she has no social life, and that's the reason why she is always in a nigga face. And I'm like, that's plausible. That is very much plausible, because if you had you some friends, You you got it all mixed up because like you know what I'm saying. Get you a life, get you something to do, get outside, go socialize with your friends, go to the mall. Why it ain't gotta be every time you have a social, conversation or a social experience, it ain't gotta be what don't do. It ain't gotta be on no terms of you messing around with them or you gotta have a new relationship. It could just be you out with your friends or something like that, or you going to have a you time or something like that. Like that's a thing. It's like it ain't always gotta be. See, that'll get you in trouble because you always think you gotta be up under some dude. Like you know what I'm saying. And then he was talking about Lorenzo, the dude that she's with now. I mean, he was pretty much talking about all the other dudes that she was messing around with. But it's just like he's talking about Lorenzo, and he said she really don't know that dude like that. And I believe it. She really don't know that dude like that. We could just tell she don't know that dude like that because like girl, whew, it's just not making sense. The story that you told when you first met him, how it happened, it don't make sense. Like a lot of things that you say, a lot of things that you say don't add up. The stories does not make sense. It don't correlate with each other. You know what I'm saying? And then so after I seen that, Jerrod went off. He was talking about a lot of stuff, and I mean, I don't condone it because the only reason why I wouldn't condone it is because they have kids together. I even get up on Liv's ass for that because I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got kids together. Your kids might see this. Your kids could see this when they get older, or now some kids might be making fun of them in school because of this. It's not the right thing to do to go about it like this. But I cannot be mad at Jerrod because so many times this girl that sat up there and downed this man so much. So how can we be mad at him? For real, like he just getting his emotions out. How is it fair that she can go on and make him look like a complete loser? You know what I'm saying? And some people are gonna believe her, and some people are not. How is it fair for her to go on and say what she want to say about him? Maybe a lie, maybe the truth, and you know what I'm saying, tell it to the public, tell it to the people, and he sit there and just let it happen. Like, so I cannot be mad at Jerrod for that. I don't condone it, but I can't be mad at him because I feel like if somebody was doing it to me, I don't know how I would react to that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I would react to that because it got to get draining over a period of time. Just sitting up here hearing every time you look around, you got your ex significant other, the mother of your kids, the father of your kids. Every time you get on YouTube, you gotta see that shit. You gotta see a title that basically is about you. And this person has a whole bunch of followers, and you gotta sit there and watch somebody's. You gotta watch the followers looking and viewing them talking about you, and you can't say shit. That's not fair. It's just not fair though. It's not, and I'm not a fan of the tit for tat shit, but it's just not fair. It's not.